Unified. Week 14, Chapter 14. Manifesting Perfect Health. During your quiet periods each day, remember that it is your own self, your higher self, with whom you are communicating. There are many forms of life beyond your senses, and some are quite aware and feeding you guidance. Others are busy bodies that delight in your attention. Their communication may or may not be helpful. The chances are very good that it would be useless for you, if not harmful. That isn't because those souls are trying to be intentionally misleading or mischievous. They simply do not have the awareness to help. Therefore, you must always follow the procedures exactly for your quiet period. Always unify with God, always clear your aura of any uninvited influences, always close your aura to all except your higher self. Always have your higher self signal. These safeguards are essential. There's no shortcut. You also need to remember not to add to this course. Don't anticipate and don't feel that you're ready for more specific creating formulas. Safety first is always your consideration. It is only time. Take each lesson as it is given. Gradually, you have come a long way. You now feel comfortable with the concepts of your divinity, your perfection, and your holiness. You now grasp the reality of your oneness with everyone and everything. You now understand how you're a creator and how you're constantly creating your experiences with your thoughts. You now appreciate the difference in the quality of your experiences, the quality of life, when your thoughts are in tune with and the same as God's thought. Whenever you experience pain, you know your thoughts need correction. There can be no pain with God's thought. Only His qualities are manifested with His thought. God is not pain. He knows of no such experience. Pain is your very own manifestation. Medical science is finally appreciating the power of our thoughts on our health. Evidence is overwhelming now. People have cured the incurable by thinking themselves perfectly healthy and believing it. A whole new body of science is developing around stress-related diseases. Psychological factors of thought are known to precipitate an experience of pain. Even more profound is that the pain of poor health is not reality, it is illusion. Remember, you can create your own individual experience. However, you cannot ever change what you really are, what you were created as. You can only change your experience. So even if you experience cancer, you're still perfect in reality. If you experience ulcers, in truth you're well. You can bring on any kind of experience you think, but you can't alter the fact that you're created perfect. Still are perfect and always will be perfect. While this is a fact, the problem has gone unnoticed because the correction of your thoughts to your health isn't so obvious. No one thinks, I want to experience cancer, or I want to be blind, or I think I'll get a cold this week. Of course, those thoughts are very powerful and would indeed affect your health. But the type of thoughts that deny your perfect health are usually not so obvious. One very common thought that produces ill health is the grudge. You believe someone has hurt you, so you hold a grudge. This thought stops the flow of your life force. Love is your life force. When you hold a grudge, you intentionally stop love. Another such thought is fear of something. Again, any fear cuts off love. Fear is simply your denial that you're perfect and a denial of the fact that nothing can change your perfection. Somehow you have manufactured the idea that something can bite into your perfection and can change you for the worse. This unfounded fear denies the life force of love. The life force of love always recognizes your perfection. When it is flowing, you can only experience that perfection. Regardless of your experience of pain, when the life force of love comes into your life, Perfection must return. Any thought that is not one with God's thought is a potential for pain. Look at the list of your thoughts that are at odds with those of God. Any of these could produce illness. Any of these deny love by denying your true nature. No attempt will be made to expand further on the types of thoughts you have that may need correcting. You know what they are. They inhibit your flow of love. Weeks ago, you asked your higher self for input on some of those thoughts. You now have a good beginning. That list is not complete, but you have the tools to expand it. Today, write a creating formula for perfect health. Use your quiet period to expand on your list of thoughts that can inhibit your perfect health. Freely use your yes and no signals to verify your communication with your higher self. Use them to check your formula and to check your inhibiting thoughts. As with last week, become very familiar with the formula for perfect health. Say it each day with love and confidence. It is true. Know that when this formula is said, you have set in motion whatever it takes to have perfect health. Then the next time you say the formula, know that the process has already started. It has. Perfect health has already manifested at a subtler level. The physical expression now must follow. It must. It will. Therefore, never repeat the formula because you think nothing has happened, so you did better do another. Rather, repeat the formula to add push to what has already been started. Tomorrow, pick out some health problem you experience. Use your quiet period to find out from your higher self what thoughts need correcting. Then write out a creating formula. Say this formula this week along with the formula for perfect health. Starting now, however, you need not repeat the whole formula if this one immediately follows the formula for perfect health. Repeat only those sections that are different. Claim and accept, thoughts with, thanks, and then Amen. Expect to notice strides towards perfect health this week. It is your divine heritage. You're returning to the truth of your perfection. Here is one small reminder. Don't forget to send love to anyone and anything that occurs to you. Close your aura to all except your higher self whenever you go into crowds or any negativity. Continue to clear your aura of uninvited influences. Go to sleep with the thoughts of unification one night and with thoughts of love and forgiveness the next night. End of chapter 14.